Hey guys, ebomey here. I've been actually asked by a few different people to give an update on my Magnum boots that I received from Magnum Boot Company. So this is just going to be a kind of a not really a long term. I received the Magnum boots in the first week of May this year, and I have been wearing them pretty religiously at work when I've been working, of course. But before I talk about the boots and go over that, I just want to say a couple things. First of all, by now a lot of you already know that Cutlery Lover's channel's back up. I haven't seen anything new from him, so I hope he has access to the account. I'm sure that'll get worked out though. But guys, stay on top of security measures for your own sake. I saw yesterday that Sorensonism's channel was hacked and he had to start up another channel. I think on top of that verification setup, make sure that you're logging out of your accounts. Don't just close the browser and go away, because I was informed that a lot of this malicious BS actually happens through your own computer. So if you're taking the steps to log out of your accounts, that is really going to help. And two, a special, I don't even know where to start, my brother. Very heart-filled condolences go out to my good friend, One Yankee Cowboy. He lost his sister the other day, and I know I would really appreciate it if you guys went over to his channel and said something nice. He's a brother in the gun community, and I really cannot even imagine what he's going through, especially at this time of the year. So, One Yankee Cowboy, so sorry to hear about your loss, but I want you to know that you're in my heart and you're in my prayers, you and your family. So, and another quick thing, another one of my good friends, Mr. blowing shit up all the time, GY6 Productions, is moved his account to a new channel. He's now calling himself GY6 Vids. I'm gonna have a link on here for that too, so or on the screen or something. Please, if you were sub to GY6 Productions, know that he's moved his account to GY6 Vids. And if you don't know who he is, you definitely need to go over and check out what he has to offer. The man loves blowing stuff up. So that's what I wanted to say quickly on that. Back to the boots. For the most part, this video is brought to you by DeFrogtoad. He told me that he and a few other cool channels had a chance to chat with a bunch of you the other night on Skype, and it was nice to finally get to meet some of you guys in person. And I guess a few of you are in the market for some boots and we're curious about them. I've got two pairs sitting here. I have my Red Wing 2.0s, and these are the Magnum 8.0 Workhorse. Just as kind of a comparison, the last 5 weeks that I was working, I actually wore the Red Wings on a Monday, the Magnums on a Tuesday, the Red Wings on a Wednesday, so on and so forth. I kept switching back and forth just to give an idea of actually comparing them literally side by side to get an idea of what my thoughts were on this. As you can see, both of the boots have wear because they're getting used. In the construction world that I'm in, it's a volatile environment for your feet and your pants and anything that you're wearing like that. These Red Wings, the Red Wings are not a cheap boot. Basically, they're kind of like my baseline for quality. I've always been using the Red Wings up until Magnum Boot hooked me up with this pair. I'm gonna have a link to both of my videos on this. The ones when I had the unboxing, and then it was like a week later I did my initial thoughts of wearing these at work. And like I said, this has been since May, so I have had the opportunity to put quite a few more miles on them and give some first impressions of what I think about the quality. First, when it comes to the Red Wings are an outstanding, no pun intended, an outstanding boot. They wear very nicely. The only thing I've ever really had over the years problem with them is obviously the front. You know, kneeling, you wear through the front. I had a sole separate one time, and they swapped them out on the spot for me. I mean, I was actually coming from work. I was working in that particular day. I was working outside, and these poor boots that I walked in with were, you couldn't hardly even tell what brand of boot they were. They were completely covered in mud, and I actually felt like crap. I was just on my way home. I stopped, told them the sole had split and was separated, and I had that whole flipper thing going on. And he actually apologized, took those dirty ass boots in, and gave me a brand new pair. So the local place that I deal with is awesome for service, and pretty sure Red Wing stands behind all that. But the Red Wings, in the long run, basically it's just they wear out. Depending on what kind of jobs and the environment that I've been on, I get maybe 2 years out of a pair of boots. Most of the time it's closer to a year. And where they fail is just mainly the leather wearing out, and there's not really much you can fix. I do go through insoles quite rapidly. The ones that came with the boots don't last very long before they start to peel up, and then you're like stepping on that, and it's very uncomfortable, and I don't like that. There is all sorts of insoles, you know, Dr. Scholl's. You can get the various levels of them, like the kiosks at Walmart. You can stand on the device, and it'll figure out what's perfect for your particular foot. But that's what these Magnums were up against, and that's how I got them in the first place. If you don't watch my initial video, what had happened is Weaponeer had a contest hosted by Magnum, and you were supposed to do some kind of a funny video or whatever you wanted to do to try to win the boots. And I basically just said, this is what you're up against. What makes these so good? Do you think you can compete with Red Wings? I didn't win the contest, but I was contacted by Magnum Boot, and they said that they have confidence in their boots and were willing to take the challenge. They told me that the boots that Weaponeer was giving away weren't quite in the construction line, and the end result was they sent me a pair of these, which, as you can see, is a very similar design to the Red Wings that I had previously been wearing. Going down the line on the boot itself, so I've been using this pretty much not only as work, but if I want to go take the dog for a walk or something, I'll grab these, because they are, I have to say, they are one of the most comfortable boot, shoe, anything I've ever had that I've put on my feet. And initially, if you watch that video, I think I actually consider that somewhat of a concern. Something so comfortable, how is it going to wear, or how is it going to hold up for your in the work environment, or throughout the day? Love these boots. Honestly, I'm shocked at how comfortable they are. This particular model, it's not really a steel toe. I believe it's like a fiberglass safety toe in there to at least minimize dropping something on there. I know I've dropped like sections of pipe on there, get stuff like that, and I didn't feel it in my foot. Obviously, if it happens from that point back, you're gonna get something that lands across the top of your foot, and that's gonna be the case with just about anything, unless you get some high-end ones that actually have the steel shank that goes all the way up, which these don't. Tread, fairly aggressive. Do very well in my environment. It's a mix of anything from dirt and sand to cement with oil from like pipe threading and stuff like that. up and down ladders. Once again, very comfortable. If I were to honestly critique these boots right down to the one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit, is these upper tie downs. As you can maybe even see, this one here had actually bent out a little bit. They're not, I wouldn't say that they're chintzy, but they are made out of a softer material, and by design here they're also quite a bit larger than the ones on the Red Wings, and the Red Wings don't move. Yeah, I don't think you could put a pair of pliers on those and bend those tabs out. Where these, over time, I'll get, like, especially the top row will start to bend out a little bit, and I'll end up grabbing it like that and pinching it back down. Other than that, as far as if you're in the market looking for something, I'm honestly not even sure what you can expect to pay for these if you find them locally or in the store. As far as their suggested price online, they are going to be significantly cheaper than what the Red Wings were. And as of what I'm seeing right now, you're not really getting a cheaper boot. I mean, I've been very happy with them, and I have to honestly say I was very skeptical because when I started off in the sprinkler industry, the foreman that I worked under, the journeyman that I worked with, he said, you got to go get yourself a pair of Red Wings. You won't be disappointed, and I haven't been. But when it comes down to saving a little bit of money, can't go wrong with the Magnums. The other thing that I will say, out of the box, these were the most god-awful, uncomfortable boots I had ever worn, and it was like that for these guys right out of the box. Roughly the first 3 to 4 days they kind of break in, and after that they get very comfortable. No complaints after, say, the first week of use. These guys, on the other hand, out of the box comfortable. It was like a tennis shoe when they came out of the box, and as of right now, this is probably the guy that has the most wear on it. Kneeling down, holding a piece of pipe and putting a fitting on one end with the threaded end sitting on the end of my boot so that I don't wreck the thread. And the consequence is that end of the piece of pipe is pretty sharp, and it kind of cuts in. So that's about the extent of the damage on them. So you guys that were actually curious as to how they're holding up, thanks to Frog Toad for asking. I wouldn't have, if people don't ask about the stuff, it kind of slips by the wayside. I'll probably do something as far as another video on these, probably as they approach the end of their use, so I can maybe show you what was the reason why I stopped wearing them. But anyone looking into a boot, if you can find a good deal on the Magnums, I give them a 2 thumbs up. Right now, if I went shopping, and if prices were equal, my thought as of right now, I lean towards the Red Wings, only because I know that these things go and go and go and go, and what I know about these, I've only known about what you can expect out of them since May, for me. So, but if they keep performing like they are right now, I definitely have to suggest them, especially if you can get them at a discounted price over what you'd pay for something like the Red Wings. So, if you have any particular questions, feel free to comment. Otherwise, like I said, I have not done anything special with them as far as aftermarket insoles like the Dr. Scholl's work inserts or any of those. As these break down, I will probably do that. That's what I've always done with the Red Wings. But as of right now, since using them since May, nothing's coming apart. They're holding up good. So there you go. Quick update on that, along with my letting you guys know to please run over to one Yankee Cowboy and give him some words of encouragement, brother. You, like I said, you're in my heart and you're in my prayers. And GY6 Productions is GY6 Vids, and stay on top of your security. I want to keep seeing good YouTube channels being brought down by losers in their mommy's basements. So there you go, guys. Thanks.